Our analysis indicates that continued operation is safe, and the information we have from the NRC confirms that.
NRC has told you what about Rancho Seco?
NRC has indicated that their findings from the 3 Mile Island incident thus far cause them no concern about continued operation of other B&W reactors.
There's some concern there may be a design defect in Rancho Seco. What do you think about that?
Yes, I think that's, of course, a concern that have caused some people to ask that the plant be shut down, the question of whether there's a generic problem related to all B&W reactors. And as my response there is that the information from the NRC to date does not indicate that to be the case.
It was a waste of time. At the meeting, meeting.
David said, "Oh, was that his reply?"
I don't know.
They said he'd get back to us before the night was over.
Yeah.
Jerry?
Right. I guess that was
Yeah,
the
through
reply.
We're talking about out of context.
That he would be back.
There has to be signal. We're concerned about the...
There's that line that market right there.
That's why, yeah.
They're gonna get their medicine.
Oh my gosh, they look fantastic.
recognize yourself.
Maybe hard.
Aha! Yeah, film that. Look at that line. There's a black line that appears to be a leak. We're going to add.
About 37. Right up to 37.
Excuse me.
Yeah, well, we're out here today. I think pretty good. I'm trying to get you're aware of the events that just put on over the last few days.
Over the TV.
So we've been negotiating with the ground administration for some time now. I'm trying to get Governor Brown to use emergency power to shut down Rancho Seco. And we're doing this because we feel that this plan
that they agree with us very strongly that there is a danger in continuing to operate the plant without, particularly they say, without making certain modifications that they feel have not been made since 3 Mile Island occurred. They are very much in agreement that the plant needs to be closed down, but they're all wondering exactly how to go about doing it and when to go about doing it. And we would like to know what is required from your point of view as manager of the plant to close the plant down.
In order to close this plant down, you realize the plant is licensed by the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, and we operate under that license. It would take a revocation or revoking of that license in order for us to shut down, or be forced to shut down. The question related to whether the governor can shut us down or has the legal power to shut us down, I would think if he wanted to shut this plant down, that he would put the executive order out and then let the courts determine if he's got the power or not. Which tells me right now that one, he hasn't done it. I know that you've gotten a lot of words from a lot of different people within the various bureaucracy, if you want. They're saying, you're bothering me maybe, go try to shut it down on your own. They don't want to shut it down.
Pierre, how do you feel about this plant? Do you feel that this plant is safe to operate?
Oh, definitely.
Do you feel that people's lives are not endangered at all?
Definitely.
This is totally safe. Nothing could happen.
You see, your problem is you want an alternative. And if you want an alternative, quote an alternative. You want to quote coal, you want to quote hydro, you want to quote anything you want,
Hey,
but none of it is viable right now.
There are things that are viable. There was an article in both the Bee and the Union this morning about cogeneration and the possibilities in this state of using that as an alternative power source, and that's just one of many. There's the sun.
That's fine.
There's biomass conversion.
That's fine. I'm not
Geothermal.
disagreeing with any of the alternatives.
Okay. But what we're here to talk about today is that our lives and the lives of over 8 million people are endangered by this plant, whether you believe it or not. And I can give you reasons for that concern.
Isn't it true, though? Isn't it true?
Would you let me talk?
Well, why don't give me a chance? I've listened to you for 10 minutes now. Give me a chance.
Let him just finish
I
his
was
one statement.
making a point, and you interrupted me. Okay. The reason we have these concerns is that the NRC allows, like certain levels of emission of low-level radiation. There's standards, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and anything above that is unacceptable, and whatever below that. So.
any way affect the integrity. We put the grease in there for corrosion, and we pull out a strand of selected tendons every year and test them. We know what that is. That's been like that a long time.
Thank you.
The oil that's used in the state of California is low sulfur oil. About 60% of the low sulfur oil that's used in the United States comes out of Florida.
I'm not sure I can arrange the assistant superintendent. We had the plant superintendent out here before noon. And I'm not sure that we can go any deeper in the organization. But in the meantime, I'll find out.
And the best you can do.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
2:30.
Okay. It works as good as your Geiger counter, or better than your Geiger counter.
There. It's just a matter of getting it focused, that's all. Just a matter of getting it focused. There, see? It's instant when you get the focus.
Well, tell me it can't be done this way.
Now we can simulate.
that's why I thought. Did it ever occur to you too that when you were shooting there was the back of your head as you were walking along? Yeah, I kind of figured that. I got that before.
Just as many men as you had out of your last?
It's the same though.
Hey, you guys go home and do your reading. You read enough about this stuff, you'll change your mind.
No more nukes, all right.
We're comparing ourselves to Oconee and to Arkansas. We're a little higher than both Oconee and Arkansas, but in the case of Oconee 1, which is in their third refueling outage right now, since their first refueling outage, they have seen reduction in exposures or reduction in radiation levels with each refueling outage. And we would expect the same thing. Arkansas just went through their first one, and we're in the ballpark of maybe 10% to 12% higher than what Arkansas was seeing. But you got to remember too that we're a bigger core than Arkansas.
Are you alarmed or concerned about it?
You got a radiation situation. You want as little as possible as far as exposure, and do as much as possible for to reduce the exposure. Concerned in the sense that because of the radiation exposure, it takes you longer to do the job, not because of the exposure, but because we bring in a lot of shielding material. I don't know how many tons of lead we move around to do various jobs, just to reduce the amount of exposure to the individuals. So it's concerning in the sense that it's going to take us longer to do some jobs than we initially intended to do.
Does that make it more dangerous?
No.
Does it make it more expensive?
No. Yeah, if it's going to take you long to do something, it's going to take you more expensive. That's correct.
How much more?
No.
Well, you said
No, we don't have any women working in hot areas.
Is that by design and policy,
Nope.
or is that just a coincidence?
That's a coincidence. I'm trying to think. We do have some women working we got a couple in a control room, but it's not a hot area by no means. No, we don't have any women.